to my channel. My name is Laura, and today I am doing 5 books that I was forced to read because of BookTube, and ones that I liked. So I picked out 5 off my shelf that I read. This is for Strikebackvideoathon. There is something going on with YouTube. We were all sent a message. If you had under 1,000 subscribers, you have 30 days to get 1,000 subscribers, or they're taking their monetization away from you. So yeah, so I was one of them, and I'm trying to get my subscription up, and the whole thing on YouTube and Twitter, there's things going around, so I'm hoping that this will help. There are lots of videos going out right now, and lots of people who have less than 1,000 subscribers trying to get their subscription up. So anyway, back to my video. So I have 5 books that BookTube made me read. The first book I cannot find, so I will put a picture up. This book was one of Jesse the Reader's favorite books, and I picked it up because of him. It is The Home for Peculiar Children. I really liked this book. It was before the hype when he first told us to read it. I read it and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars when I originally read it. I really liked the fantasy part of it, and you know I do not like fantasy books, so this one I really enjoyed. I enjoyed the characters. They were all had some kind of disability or something that was different that I've never read before, and I really enjoyed that book. I also watched the movie, and I did read the second book recently in 2017, and I liked it just as much as the first book. I don't know if they're making another movie, but I did. I think my daughter has my book right now because we did watch the movie, and she was reading the series as well. I have not read the third book, so maybe in 2018 I will pick up the third book. So yeah, so that's the first book. Okay, the second book that I read because of BookTube is this one, City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. This one was very, very hyped. I attempted to read it in 2015 and I DNF'd it. Yes, the world building got to me. Then in 2016, I attempted again, and I did read this from cover to cover. I started it from the beginning, and this is one of the books that I told you I have to be in the mood, and I'm a mood reader, and I always give books 2 tries before giving up totally. So the first time I attempted to read this, I DNF'd it because of the world building, and the second time that I read this book, I loved it from cover to cover. I was fangirling over it. I watched the movie, then I watched the TV show, and I stopped watching the TV show, but I did really enjoy this one. My daughter, one of my daughters is reading, she went on. I've read only the second book. I will be continuing the series. I did like this one enough to continue, but it's just so many books, so little time. So my daughter has, I think she's up to the 5th book or something. I'm only up to book 3, so I need to catch on the bandwagon with this one. But I really enjoyed it. I think the second time that I read this one, I gave it a 4 star. So yeah, I really enjoyed it the second time around. But again, I had to read the first 100 pages again to get the world building. So yeah, so that's it. So that's that one. Okay, the third book that I had read because of BookTube is a whole series that I finished. I actually listened to this one on audio. The audio was okay. I think I rated it a 3 star because of the audio. I think the voice of this book, Cinder, the voice of Cinder really annoyed me in the audiobook, but I did continue on. This series for me went up and down. Cinder I gave 3 stars to. The next one, Scarlet, was my favorite, and I gave that one 4 stars. Then it went down again for Cress for 3 stars, and then Winter, I think I gave 3 stars as well. But I did like Fairest. Fairest, I gave 4 stars. The whole series I listened to on audio. I did not read the novellas yet, so I still need to finish that. But yeah, so this one is about Cinderella, but she's a cyborg, and I think I really wanted more about Cinderella type story. I wanted more in this book, and that's why I rated it a 3-star. But I did enjoy it. It was okay, meh. My 3 stars are usually meh. Like, I did finish it, and it was okay. So yeah, and I did continue on with the series. So yeah, so that's that one. Okay, the 4th book that I have is also a YA book, and this YA book, I read this one during Halloween time. It is a spooky book. It's great for October reads, and the book that I read because of BookTube was this one, The Merciless by Danielle Vega. I really enjoyed this book, but again, as I said, it is very spooky. It is about a school, and they are, I think, in high school, and they torture this girl, and I still cringe about one part in the book. But I did really enjoy her writing, and it was creepy enough to read the whole thing. There is no desk cover. This is how the book actually comes. There's no cover. And yeah, and on the back it says, "Forgive us, Father, for we have sinned," and that's what it says on the back. So yeah, they torture her, and yeah. So I own the rest of the series, but I have not continued reading on. I think I gave this one either a 4 or a 5 star. So yeah, you have to, I don't know if you're into bullying or whatever. This one has that in it. So yeah, so that's that one. Okay. The last book I read because of BookTube is an adult book, and I read this one. I found this on BookTube. Someone else was reading it. I don't remember who recommended that I pick it up. It might have been April, April Maximus, I think. And I picked it up, and I love this book. You need to like erotica books, and this book I read from cover to cover. It is a 5-star for me because it kept my attention. I did not want to put it down. And the book that I am talking about is this one, The Girl in 6E. Now, because I love this book so much, it was a 5-star for me. It does have erotica. It's about a girl who is a cam girl for sex, for porn, and so you need to like erotica to pick this book up. But however, she has this tendency that she feels like she's gonna kill people, and so she stays in her house and she locks herself in, and she locks herself in. She does cam for a living, and she gets money for doing sex videos. But there is a thriller aspect to this book, and that's what I really liked about this book, because not only there was erotica, but there was a thrilling part about there's something going on outside her world, and she tries to save somebody outside the world. So I really like the thrilling part about it. Yeah, the erotica not so much, but yeah, this was a guilty pleasure read. I really enjoyed it so much. I have not picked up the second book because I am afraid that I'm not going to like it. Series, I have a hard time. This book was a 5-star for me, so I'm not sure if the next part of the series will be a 5-star or not. So yeah, so that's my synopsis about this one. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye!